All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving headfirst into AI agents in crypto. You know, those things that are all over the news for like doing crazy stuff in the markets. We've got articles, research, the whole shebang. And to be honest, I'm even a little confused myself about what's real and what's just hype, you know? So let's try to untangle this mess together and figure out what's actually happening.
You hit the nail on the head. It's a wild world out there right now. What's really got me hooked is how this is bringing AI and blockchain together. Two things that always seem like they were straight out of the future.
Mm,
I really think the potential is huge, but I got to stay realistic about the limitations too.
totally agree. Got to keep our feet on the ground. So to start with the basics, can we break down what these AI agents actually do in the crypto world? It feels like a lot of people picture some super smart robot trader, like out of a movie, but I'm guessing it's not quite that simple.
You're right, it's definitely more nuanced than that. Imagine them like really specialized programs. They can connect to all these different crypto platforms, and they use their APIs to do things automatically. Like they can reply to comments on Twitter, gather all sorts of data, even run those live streams that are all rage.
So not so much independent thinkers, more like tools.
Exactly. They're not making their own decisions, they're following instructions, the instructions that someone programmed into them.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But even if they're just tools, our research showed they can do some pretty impressive things. We came across this one called Goat blew my mind. Apparently, it had a market cap of $850 million at one point.
Ah, goat. Yeah, that's a great example of how these agents can really grab people's attention. It started by interacting with the crypto community, kind of like a game, and it just took off. But I think there's something deeper going on than just the novelty.
What do you mean?
Well, the crypto space, let's be honest, it can be chaotic, lonely even. I think GOAT, with its personality, kind of playful, offered people a sense of connection. It wasn't just some algorithm. It felt like part of the community. And that's powerful stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. It wasn't just about making a quick buck. It was about belonging, being part of something. And Goat's not alone, right? We saw tons of these AI agent tokens popping up, like Turbo, which was using ChatGPT to actually make tokens. I think our
Hmm.
sources mentioned something crazy like over 10,000 new tokens were created. Feels like everyone's trying to ride this wave.
It definitely does. And that's where the warning lights start flashing for me. Platforms like Virtuals have made it super easy to launch these tokens, which is great for accessibility. But the downside is it opens the door for a lot of noise,
Mhm.
potential scams, short-lived trends, the whole nine yards.
Yeah, sounds a bit like the Wild West out there. So, for someone who's trying to wrap their head around all of this, how do you tell the difference between a token that's going to disappear tomorrow and one that might actually have legs? Is it all about looking at the market cap, like GOAT's $850 million?
Market cap can give you a clue, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. First, you got to understand the two main types of tokens you'll run into: agent tokens and platform tokens.
Okay, let's break those down. Agent tokens, are those the ones that are directly tied to a specific AI, like GOAT was?
Exactly. Those are often high risk, high reward. Think of them like the meme coins of the AI world. They rely a lot on speculation, community buzz, that sort of thing. Now, established tokens with strong communities, like Goat had, they might offer a little more stability. But you still got to be super careful.
Got it. So if agent tokens are like the players, would platform tokens be more like the league itself?
You got it. Platforms like Virtuals provide the whole infrastructure for creating and managing these AI agents. Their tokens are more of a bet on the technology itself, the tools, not on how well a specific agent is doing. They might have more long-term potential, but they've got competition too as new platforms pop up.
That makes a lot of sense. But with so many out there, what are some key things people should look at when they're evaluating these tokens, whether they're agent tokens or platform tokens? How do you separate the good from the bad?
Well, like you said, market cap's a good place to start. Gives you an idea of how much faith people have in the project, but you also want to see genuine innovation, not just hype. Does the project have a unique approach? Are they solving a real problem? Is the technology constantly being developed and improved?
So don't just chase the shiny object. Look under the hood and see if there's real substance. That's solid advice for anything in crypto, to be honest.
Couldn't agree more. And in this space, the fact that it's so easy to create new tokens, it's both a blessing and a curse. It fuels innovation, but it also makes it easier for those pump and dump schemes you mentioned.
Yeah.
Careful research and healthy skepticism are your best friends here.
So we've got the opportunities, the risks, but where is all of this going? Is this AI agent crypto thing just a fad? Or could it actually become something more significant in the crypto world?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The speculative side is definitely there right now, no doubt. But I truly believe AI agents have the potential to be so much more than just hype. Imagine them being used to supercharge community engagement, automating tasks that people are doing manually right now, even managing entire decentralized organizations.
Whoa, so they could actually become like a core part of how crypto projects operate in the future.
Exactly. But there are some big hurdles to overcome. One of the biggest is commoditization. As it gets easier to create these agents, it gets harder to stand out from the crowd. Developers really need to keep innovating if they want to make a difference.
So you need more than just a cute AI mascot for your token, huh?
Definitely, we need to see real breakthroughs in how these agents are being used, what problems they're solving, the value they're adding to the whole ecosystem. Are they making community stronger? Are they automating things that were impossible before? Are they unlocking entirely new ways to use AI and blockchain together? Those are the questions that separate the game changers from the rest.
Okay, so we've got a lot to think about here. The types of tokens, the power of community, the potential pitfalls, and of course, the big question of where all of this is heading. Where do we go from here?
Well, let's take a look at some specific examples, projects that are really pushing the envelope in this space. That'll give us a much better idea of what's possible and what to watch out for.
Perfect. Let's dive into those examples in part 2 of our deep dive into AI agent cryptos. We'll be back right after this.
So as we keep exploring this world of AI agent cryptos, we got to remember, technology is only part of the story.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've talked about market cap, tokens, platforms, but at the end of the day, this all boils down to people, right?
You got it. The success of any crypto project, especially something as new as AI agent tokens, it really hinges on community engagement and trust. Let's bring GOAT back into the picture. A big reason it took off early on was that playful vibe it had with the community. It felt more like a group experiment, than just a cold, hard algorithm.
So it wasn't just about the tech itself. It was about using the tech to build that sense of community, that shared experience.
I think that's a huge part of it. And in a world like crypto, which is so volatile and fast-moving, that community feeling can be a real anchor.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about it. When the market's going haywire, having a solid community around you, it can help people ride out the storm, It could also help spot and call out scams, pump and dumps, which you talked about. Those are a real problem in this space. A well-informed, engaged community. It can be like a collective intelligence, cutting through the noise.
That's a cool way to think about it. It's like the wisdom of the crowd applied to crypto. Seems like finding projects with genuine communities behind them. That's just as important as understanding the tech itself, maybe even more important. It's not just about the token price, it's about the people driving the whole thing.
Couldn't agree more. And that brings us to another crucial piece, the developers, and how important collaboration is. The future of AI agent cryptos really depends on AI experts and blockchain developers working together seamlessly.
Right, like a well-oiled machine.
Exactly. You can have the most advanced AI on the planet, but if it's not properly hooked up with blockchain tech, the project's not going to reach its full potential.
So it's a two-way street. You need the AI brains and the blockchain muscle working in sync.
That's it. And that means both sides need to really understand each other's world. We need AI experts who get blockchain and decentralization. And we need blockchain devs who can leverage AI in a way that's secure and scalable.
What happens if those two worlds don't quite mesh? Like if an AI agent isn't properly secured? Or if it's running on a blockchain that can't handle the complexity?
Oh, those are definitely real risks. If an AI agent gets hacked, it could be a disaster, especially if it's handling money or sensitive information. And if the blockchain it's built on isn't strong enough, the whole project could crumble. That's why this collaboration, having the right expertise, it's essential.
It's like building a house. You need that solid foundation, the framing, to support everything else. So for someone checking out these projects, how can they tell if the team has the right chops in both AI and blockchain? What kind of questions should they be asking?
It's more than just looking at resumes. Are they active in the community? Are they transparent about security and scaling challenges? Are they contributing to the bigger picture of AI and blockchain development? Those are good signs to look for.
So don't get swept up in the excitement of the tech itself. Understand the people behind it, the foundation they're building. Due diligence is super important in this space.
You said it. And that leads to another critical factor for the future of AI agent cryptos, innovation. Like we've been saying, it's so easy to create new tokens now. There's a ton of projects out there, and a lot of them are just riding the hype. If they want to make it in the long run, Projects need to dig deeper, go beyond the surface, and push the limits of what AI and blockchain can do.
So having a cute AI mascot for your token isn't going to cut it.
It might get people's attention for a minute, but it won't last.
Hmm.
We need to see real innovation. How are these agents being used? What problems are they solving? What value are they adding? Are they making communities more meaningful? Are they automating things that were impossible before? Are they coming up with totally new ways to use AI and blockchain together? That's what separates the winners from the wannabes.
It's like the difference between inventing the wheel and just painting it a different color. You're looking for those breakthroughs.
Exactly. And it's exciting to see that some projects are actually doing that. We're seeing AI agents being used for things like decentralized governance, automated trading, even creating and curating content. The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing. And as this tech gets more mature, I'm sure we'll see even more crazy applications.
So tons of potential, but also a lot of noise to sift through. It's a space that demands careful research, a sharp eye, and a healthy dose of skepticism.
You nailed it. But for those who are willing to put in the work, the rewards could be huge. It's a fascinating frontier, and we're just at the beginning.
This has been super insightful. So we've covered the importance of community and collaboration, the need for innovation, and how to spot real substance versus hype. What's next? Where do we go from here?
Well, to really grasp the power of AI agent cryptos, I think it's time to zoom in on some specific examples, projects that are really pushing the limits and shaping the future.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it in part 3 of our deep dive. We'll explore some of those trailblazing projects that are leading the charge in this crazy new space. Stick around. Welcome back, everyone. We've spent the last 2 parts digging into this world of AI agent cryptos. The tech, the risks, the potential, all that good stuff. But now, I think it's time to get our hands dirty, Let's look at some actual projects, the ones out there making waves. I'm ready to see what's really happening on the ground.
Me too. There's some seriously cool projects out there pushing the boundaries, showing what these AI agents can do.
Okay, so give me a good one, a real showstopper, something that demonstrates what these AI agents can actually pull off.
All right, how about Alethea AI? They're building something called character NFTs. Basically, imagine AI-powered characters that can interact with people, learn, even evolve over time, almost like having a digital buddy.
Character NFTs, wow, sounds like something straight out of a movie. I can definitely see why that would get people excited.
It definitely does. But it goes deeper than just the coolness factor.
Yeah.
Alethea AI is doing some interesting stuff with decentralization. They're using blockchain tech to make sure these character NFTs are owned and controlled by the community, not by some central authority.
You've talked a lot about how important decentralization is in this space, so it's great to see projects like Alethea AI putting it into practice, not just talking about it. Seems like it really aligns with the whole crypto philosophy, opens up a lot of possibilities for how these AI agents could be used.
For sure. Another project doing some really cutting-edge work is Fetch.ai. They're building a platform, a decentralized one, for autonomous economic agents. Basically a marketplace where AI agents can interact with each other, do tasks, share data, even negotiate deals.
So kind of like an AI-powered gig economy. That's wild.
It is. Think about what that could mean. We could have these agents handling all sorts of things, managing supply chains, booking travel, even doing scientific research, all without humans having to lift a finger.
I can see how that would be incredibly efficient. But I gotta admit, it's a little bit, I don't know, unnerving to imagine a world where so much is automated.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge with this tech. It can make our lives so much easier, streamline everything. But it also forces us to ask some big questions,
Yeah.
What will our role be in a world where AI is doing more and more?
Definitely something to think about. But for now, let's stick to the practical side. For our listeners out there who are intrigued by this whole AI agent crypto thing, what are some of the key things they should remember as they explore this space?
I'd say the most important thing is this is a fast-moving space. Huge potential, yes, but also some serious risks. It's crucial to do your homework, understand the tech, and don't be afraid to be skeptical.
So don't just jump on the hype train, do your due diligence.
Exactly. The second thing is community is everything. Look for projects with strong, active communities, developers who are really involved, and a clear vision for how they're using AI agents to make a difference.
Find the projects that are building something real, something that matters, not just chasing the latest trend.
Right, and last but not least, innovation is key. Look for projects that are pushing the envelope, exploring new ways to use this tech, and constantly evolving and improving what they're doing.
Find the ones who are shaping the future, not just reacting to it.
Well said. It's an exciting time to be watching this unfold. Who knows what we'll see in the coming years?
Well, folks, there you have it, our deep dive into the world of AI agent cryptos. We covered a lot, the basics, the risks, the potential, even looked at some projects that are leading the way. Hopefully, you've got a better grasp on this amazing and rapidly changing space. Remember, knowledge is power, especially in a world that's changing so fast. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring.